What's going on, everybody? Welcome to part 16 of the Seleucid Empire campaign playthrough. Darthmod, of course, and we're going to end the turn and get right into it here. A lot going on. Hopefully this part I'll be able to take the Egyptian capital, Alexandria. Okay, death stalks the land. Tyre. We have a plague in Tyre, looks like. I'll let that play out. Action announcements. Inventor for Cassandros. He'll be my general to lead the next force after Asphalion, who just got a philosopher. Now this is going to be the smith. Yeah, this dude is definitely going to be my manager here. Okay, good news. The armored elephants finally got their upgrades. Now they got gold weapon, gold armor upgrade. Holy cow, dude. Look at these guys. 6 melee attack, which is basic for elephants. 23 missile attack. That is insane. These have no experience, by the way. No chevrons. 42 armor. What? That's crazy. 15 hit points, of course. Long-range missiles. Excellent morale. Superior hardy. Frightens cavalry. Frightens infantry. These guys are the strongest elephants in the game, unless Parthias are better in any shape or form. I'm not sure. I think they're probably about the same. The Eastern elephants are stronger than Carthage elephants, for sure. But we can go ahead and take this army out now. Go ahead and get them lined up. Just like so. We'll start sending them across. Yeah, let's start training up our spies at Antioch. Maybe they'll get some extra subterfuge from a larger city with a better market. Cool thing, now from Babylon, I can officially train companion cavalry, which if you know about Macedon, Macedon is the strongest cavalry faction in the game other than the Seleucid Empire, and it's because they both have the companion cavalry, which is the strongest cavalry in the game, and they have 216 soldiers per unit compared to the Cataphract's 108. The Cataphract unit per unit probably would be stronger because of how much armor they have. They're stronger, but you get 216 over double in this one unit, and they have better stamina. They're more disciplined. I mean, the Cataphracts are superior, but the companion cav are just better all around. They're hardy. They definitely can last longer with endurance. They have probably, I think, even better morale than the Cataphracts, but the Cataphracts have a little bit better armor. Now, the companion cav, they have a lot of attack. They might actually be almost equal man-to-man, but they could outlast with endurance for sure. So companion cav all around are better than the Cataphracts. But we are going to be training up companion cav immediately. We'll go ahead and start training up some Greek sacred band, of course, to go with them. Okay, finally. Now, if we attack this little Egyptian army here, they're probably going to retreat back, but I don't know how far back, if it'll be far enough to pull the garrison out of Alexandria. I would assume not. What I might be able to do, let's see if I can kind of rig something up. If I can knock these guys back and then besiege Alexandria, maybe pull them in. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it to Alexandria unless I go through these guys first. That's going to be easy. I know I could keep quick saving, lots of habit. Should be able to just run these guys over with cav. I mean, the elephants will get some good missile damage, but let's go ahead. See if we can take very minimal casualties here. Okay, let's just go cavalry on the flanks. Get up there with their elephants. Get up there with their cav. I'm going to try to trigger his men to turn their backs again, like away from my elephants. That way the elephant archers can shoot them in the rear where their shield's not facing. Get some extra missile kills. I'm going to take my general, try to separate the skirmishers from the Nubians. If I can get a good general charge on these guys, yep, looks like I can prevent them from hitting my elephants. The skirms are pretty lethal against elephants. Let's go ahead and line our guys up like so. That's cool. You can see the Alexandrian, what do you call it? Lighthouse, I think it is. Lighthouse of Alexandria. I don't want these Nubians to attack. Let's retreat back with the elephants. Let's do 2 here. and 2 here. Actually, retreat back. Charge the Nubians. Now that they hit the Nubians, let's charge them in the rear with my general. Blow the trumpet, of course. Keep him out of combat when he charges. There we go. General's going to chase down the skirms because he's slightly faster moving to counter the fast-moving skirms. Let's charge these guys from the rear, and then we will charge from the sides. Nice, that was a rout. Let's turn the elephants off fire at will to prevent friendly fire. There we go. That's the battle. See how many casualties we took. 12. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and besiege the city of Alexandria, get our spy in first. Not that it'll really matter that much. They do have this one unit of Ptolemaic garrison, which are actually pretty strong. And then the chariots, of course, I'll have to be careful about. These guys are kind of mid. They're not bad, not good. Everything else is pretty much trash. So let's go ahead and siege. You can get the gates broke. It's fine. Only do 3 towers. The Machi Mower are going to be no competition for the Greek Sacred Band at all. That's hilarious. I'm going to do a ladder. Actually, let's do 2 siege towers. We'll do 5 ladders, something like that. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. I don't even have 7 men. I can do 4 ladders. These guys have such good shields. I'm okay with marching them up to the walls with ladders because they'll take minimal casualties from tower fire. I got to get something going here. I've got 4 archers, 2 sabermen, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, these guys are pretty weak. Might as well just disband them. I don't know. I could retrain them up once I get that barracks done. It's probably the next thing I do. Let's hire 1 unit of phalanx. I'll rock out with 2 sabermen and 4 phalanx. And the archers, and I'll send them out and cross and conquer the rest of this area. With probably Demetrius, I would assume. Aristocratus is about to die. With old age. Eucali, I could send him with Demetrius. Nah. Demetrius is young enough to where I don't even really need to worry about that. About him dying and needing a replacement anytime soon. Okay, let's get Alexander over toward Campus Scythia even further. Getting pretty close. Should reach there in 2 turns. How old is he? He's 55. He's good. He's good. Trying to train up an army for Giras here. I've got 2 units of cav here, 2 units of cav here. Light cav really just to be able to chase down the Scythian horse archers, to be honest. Then I'm just going to go with phalanx. I don't know if I'll really have any heavy cav, but looks like Scythia is sending Medes over here. Large Scythian army right above Hermosica. But little does he know, I'm prepared for that. I've been prepared for that. Hercules, is he going to reach? He will be able to reach next turn. But if I head out, what will that do? 10%. 3 would be 20%. What I can do, I won't be able to move this time and prevent him from besieging Hermosica, but I can leave him in Coteus right now for 1 more turn. He'll come down, he'll besiege Hermosica, and it will take me... I can reach here, but he's going to have to wait, bare minimum, another whole turn after he besieges, just to wait on his siege equipment to build. And so, first turn, I should move here, and then after that, I'll be able to counter him and prevent him from taking Hermosica. But if I just leave him in here 1 more turn, then the Councilor Chamber will only need 1 more turn to complete. And by that time, I'll have, what, 20-30% public order, but then that building will complete. And it'll change the culture, and the public order will stabilize even without my army in here. So everything is falling into place. 1 more turn to retrain up these Peltus here, and get another unit of levy there in Trapezius. And I will be sending him upward. I should go by ship. That'd be a lot quicker. It'd save me 2 or 3 turns. Oh, I don't have enough. Still don't have enough. Jeez. Tell you what I'm going to do. Cancel that for now. Then I should be able to hire a ship. And cancel that. What can I do now? I can still build this. Cool. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right. Then I'll be able to transport, what's his name, Parmenion here, across to Cura. And then after I send my army to counter Scythia here, then I'll start sending them up north. And that'll be me moving into Scythia. Okay. Looks like we have a battle here. They're probably going to retreat back, though. I would assume so. 4 units here. And then the, what is this? Just a family member. Let's just send these guys back. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and besiege Sinope. Just like so. Now my whole army is here. 3 rams. I didn't have a spy around. Okay, so hopefully at the bare minimum, I'll besiege this. They have 1 unit of bronze shields. That's the only really good unit they have in there. 1 unit of light cav, mid unit of mercenary peltis. Everything else is trash. This family member, hopefully he joins up with this little army here and comes and tries to prevent me from taking Sinope. And I can just wipe both armies simultaneously. That would be ideal. Okay, perfect. We have this Seleucid fleet here with this large army under Agathocles. And so we can just take out this Egyptian navy along the way in the process. There we go. Now, where do I want to head? Probably Cadonia first, I would assume. Let's go ahead and head to Cadonia.
Yes, Captain. Out of move, sir.
Now that I have this fleet here, I should have hit these guys first. They probably would have retreated, and I could have hit them again on the way with this guy. But we're going to go ahead and hit here north. That's a victory. See if we can hit these guys too. There's another victory. Those ships drowned. That's okay. They were lower quality ships anyway. Okay, perfect. Now this does not have a dockyard. Yeah, it does have a dockyard. Okay, perfect. Then I can just bring these guys in the dock and retrain them next turn. I don't have the money. We are making progress, folks. I remember why I didn't get a spy. Because I have elephants. Duh. Who needs a spy when you can have elephants? And that will free me up to make another levy here by not buying that spy, which will improve my public order even more. We are figuring it out, guys. Look how many levy I have in Arax. I just have to keep pumping them out, I'm telling you. Okay, let's end the turn. We did get attacked by Sinope, Scuperus, and Pharnaces. Both armies. Hopefully I can take them out simultaneously here. Now this army is mid. This is not the best army. I just threw together basically almost all the phalanx and the skirmishers and militia cav I could find in the garrisons around the general and just threw it into an army just to like make some progress quickly instead of waiting on like higher quality troops. But eventually I will replace this army. Okay, cav on the flanks. Let's go ahead and push in this general direction. Let's go back a little bit further. We'll run up all the phalanx first. Go double speed. Then we'll run the missile units. Go ahead and get... Let's see, do we want to push too hard yet? Let's go ahead and see if we can target some of these bronze shields. He has Eastern Infantry and Hillmen. Okay, let's get my militia cav over here. Perfect. I don't want to draw my spears just yet. Let's see. Hillmen, Eastern Infantry, Eastern Infantry. Let's go this direction. That didn't work out. We'll wrap around. Okay. Let's just charge these guys. I have better offensive stats than them. Drop the spears. Drop the spears. Can run up here. Okay, Okay, get you out of there. Split off in another direction here. That way we can get them on the flank. Go where I told you to. Okay, that worked out. Regular general, I should win this engagement. Let's cut off this direction. Let's turn them off of skirmish mode. They routed. That worked out great. Charge in the rear just to support. Now that I've got these two free, see what we can do up here. Hit these guys in the back. Drop the spears. Hit that general. Charge the peltis. To turn your fire at will off. And charge him with swords. Actually charge him with swords here. I want to kill that general if I can. What are we doing right here? Yes, we got the general. Okay, get this guy out. Perfect. Enemy general fallen? Yes, 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 yes. Perfect, perfect. These militia cav are about gone. Let's get the guys over here. Okay, let's raise the spears with these two units. Charge these guys. Okay, if I can, I would like to route the whole army if possible. Okay, let's go ahead and turn on fire at will. Charge these guys. I want you guys to line up in the rear there. Okay, perfect. Those guys are engaged. These bronze shields would not rout. Even if I did charge them in the rear with a good cav charge. Let's do this. See if we can hit these guys from the rear. Get a good rear cav charge there. The hillmen are charging. As long as these guys keep charging me, I'm happy with that. I want to wipe as many as I can to prevent having to besiege it later. Let's just go ahead and turn these guys off fire at will. One of you charge the peltis. One of you charge the eastern infantry. Now that you guys are lined up, charge from the rear. See if we get a break here. Yep, got the break. Beautiful. Now that these guys are broken, let's go ahead and route them here and then charge forward with our spears. Now you guys charge forward. And then I can break away with the rest of my men. Run forward and get in position. Now you guys peel out. Charge the bronze shields. Spear them head on. Wrap around. Nice, we got the route. Okay, you guys charge straight for the eastern infantry. We're gonna hit them in the rear. I'm not gonna be quick enough on that. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, let's get these guys in the rear. I doubt that one unit of mercenary peltis is going to be enough to worry about. Go ahead and hit these guys. Everybody charge the eastern infantry. We will double speed this. Whoa! They routed anyway. We're good, we're good, we're good. There we go. Now throw your spears. That'll finish them off. Go. That should be it. Do you have any more? Oh, we got 1 unit left. 1 unit left. They just routed, so we can chase these guys down with the peltas.
Full of fear, and now they flee.
And the rest of the cav. Beautiful. Look at that, son. Dang, son. Where'd you find that?
Gods be
Let's go. Look at those stats. And just like I was hoping, we were able to take the settlement and wipe both armies completely. Let's exterminate the populace, of course, no doubt. This is probably a huge settlement right now. They might even already be fully maxed out. Yeah, they are. They're fully maxed out, so we're good. We got to destroy the population just to get the public order down. It's probably Tyre. Yep. Arhedius got a runner. That's good. Sandros got a geometer. Let's go ahead and keep bolstering up his army. Companion Cav and Greek Sacred Band. Keep taking Alexander closer to Campus Scythi. Get the Cav in Nisa. We'll keep training up some phalanx for that army. What should we do here? Get Temple to Hephaestus. Hephaestus. That'll work. Nice. Halicarnassus, I can build a dock now, a dockyard. I'm at 1100 corruption, 1600 trade. That would bring it up to 1900 trade. And 1200 corruption. Not bad, not bad. Yeah. That's good, that's good. After I build that, I can start bringing the corruption down. Nice. Memphis finally went to the next Greek settlement level. Now, let's see. Let's go ahead and bring the army out. I'll just use these two commanders as the cav, just like that. I'll even leave the peltist in there. I don't even care. Just for extra public order bonus. And let's send them across. Nice. We're still at 130. Perfect. Of course, when faction leader dies, that public order is going to plummet. Okay, nice. All right, we were able to get that ship here in Trapezius. So let's go ahead and build up the garrison further. Now, my question is, how bad is the public order going to be when I move my army out? Let's move the army out. Drop the tax rate to... Oh, nice. Heck yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. We'll go ahead and disband these guys then. We're not going to need them. Perfect. Nice. We can move that... Yeah, we can move that up because between the stone wall and another unit training in here, that'll be back up in the green. Green? Now, we do have a spy, I think. Yeah. Move them into the ships. We have no mercenaries available for hire. Let's move this army in the ships now. Perfect. Let's go. Let's go ahead and move it across.
yes, Captain.
I'm just going to do that. That'll give me more movement. And then next turn, I can besiege Cura and head directly into that area. Okay, looks like they have a secondary army under Ara with mercenaries mostly, looks like. But now we can finally move our army out here. I'm not going to move it into the city because I don't want to... I hate defending in a siege because you got to move all your units outside the walls and all that. Unless you're just rocking with some phalanx and you're barring up the streets and stuff. But I'm just going to go outside the city. That way I can fight in the field. Way more maneuverability. That's the army. Let's move all of our garrison in. Didn't think that was going to do a lot. We're at 30%. We'll hire another unit of levy, and then this building completing is going to give us at least like 40 to 50 public order just by changing the culture there. That'll help a lot. If I can at least get back up in the blue, I'm good. So yeah, now I can defend. Keep pumping out levies everywhere. I'm just going to build a levy in every single city that's not recruiting an army. Okay, since we took Sinope, we can do the Royal Barracks. That would give us the Seleucid Foot Guards, which is glitched out. It's not showing it right now. Those guys are really good. Let's build the Royal Barracks. We don't have anything in the area that can produce the Seleucid Foot Guards, so we'll just start on that. That'll knock out the rest of the corruption, too. Check out the tax rate. We'll retrain the militia cab that we have, along with the skirms. Build a levy. Now that's done. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do here. I think I'm going to start building some more conqueremes. That would probably be a good idea. Get another fleet going. Nice. And then we can go ahead and build highways. Or no, should we build a city barracks? What would highways even do? That's 200. I'll take it. We'll do highways. Might as well. That's going to increase our movement range. And with that, we have construction going in every single settlement. We have recruitment going in every single settlement. I mean, there's a few settlements that are recruiting army, but almost, I mean, everything else is recruiting levy. I'm just bolstering up all my levy. I mean, look at all this green. I mean, there's one yellow, but that's going to be green next turn. I finally am starting to stabilize all my regions. This is going to be green next turn. Marconda is going to be green next turn. Nice is going to be green next turn. I mean, everything I have, every settlement I have besides like 2 settlements are going to be green next turn that are yellow. There might be 1 or 2 settlements that are not going to be green. But other than that, like Coteas is probably going to be one of the settlements that are not green. This one's going to be green. And then Sebastian might not be green. But other than that, everything else is going to be green. Public order is stabilized. My armies are moving. Let's go ahead and send this guy further westward. There's no good archers he can hire for the... But yeah, let's go ahead and get this last battle in of this part. This is sick. Look at the sunset. That's cool. All right. The last large Egyptian city that is owned by the Egyptians. I am in the process of taking it. Let's move the siege towers on the furthest extended part of the frontward wall here. That way they can't be targeted by the center towers. And then we'll move ladders here. Here. So. Then we'll move some more ladders here. And here. Something like that. Let's go. And then we'll turn these 2 siege towers on fire at will, because they do have ballistas up in the tower of the siege tower that can shoot. We'll get our cav lined up in the center. I don't think I'm going to use any of my... I don't think I'm going to use any of my elephants, but we'll just put them up here just in case. Alright, that's all of our army. Let's go ahead and send them where they need to go. I'll send these guys right here. And these guys right here. Now these siege towers are going to start firing soon. Yep, they're already firing. They're actually arrows. So if it's a regular stone wall, your siege towers will fire arrows. But if it's a large stone wall or an epic stone wall, they will fire ballistas. But even so, the archer and the towers do pretty good damage. They're not bad. I'll triple speed this up. I don't think I've took any casualties due to towers thus far.
The ladders are in place and our men are now attacking. Against
go.
courage, what use our walls?
I'm going to send these guys probably take out the skirms, I would assume. Yep. I'll take a few casualties just trying to get up on the walls. And then when these guys get all the way up at the top. Yep, they're starting to go up there now. And I can start sending them. Nice, these guys are getting lined up. These guys are getting lined up as well. Well, I need to get these guys up here. Closer to the wall there. Okay. Took some casualties just trying to get up on the wall. That's okay. As soon as everyone's in place, we should be good. Nice, these guys are already retreating.
The bravest will soon be over the defenses.
Beautiful. Actually, I didn't really have to get these guys here, but it's fine, it's fine. These guys are far enough over now to where I can still be behind them. These guys are about to unload. I'm going to send these guys to take this tower, come down to the bottom. There they go.
Great gods! Our soldiers
Charge.
have done well this day. The walls are taken.
Beautiful. All we needed right there. Now these guys are unloaded on the wall as well. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and take this tower. Now that tower's ours. Alright, I'm going to come down to this tower, go down to the bottom, and take a detour to the town center. Or I might actually come over here. That might be a better idea. Perfect. These guys are about to rout. Now that I'm down here, are all my men up? I think they are. These are just Desert Cav. Wonder if I should go ahead and send them in. Thinking about it. I'm kind of curious as to how good these guys are going to pair up. Let's send them down. There we go. Now they're down the walls. Let's charge the Cav now. Wonder how good they're going to do against these Desert Cav. I'm at 150. I'm fresh. I didn't really get much of a charge. Let's see how many I'll lose here. I lost 2 just now. 3, 4. They're almost down 20%. Only lost 4 men so far. 6 men. 7. 8. 9. I'm winded. They're warmed up, so they have better stamina. I've lost 9. They've lost half. Lost 10, 11, 12. Not the best, like, amazing pair up or anything, but they can hold their own. They're down to 45. I'm down 16. Okay, now they routed. I lost 16 men in that engagement, and they lost 160. Or no, how many did they have? They might have had 160. They either lost 140 or 160, but let's come this way then. Okay, now you guys capture this tower, and the rest of you come and hit these guys, and then hit these skirms. Oh, never mind, these guys are gone. Let's take the gateway. Now we have the gateway. Hit the Machimoe from the rear. Want you guys down here. Now I'm gonna send my Cav in. Just my general for now. Actually, let's wait. I'll get my infantry down first. They're tired, which is not ideal. Yeah, let's send them over. Okay, we do have the chariots coming in. I didn't even think about that. So let's halt. Attack the chariots. I'll probably take a good amount of casualties from these chariots, not gonna lie. But I would rather fight them with the Greek Sacred Band than Cav for sure. They're just chariot archers. So they're not like actual attack chariots. But still. It would be way worse if these were Sith chariots. I've lost 3 more. Couple. About 6 men from these chariots, and they've already been destroyed. There we go. Nice. Okay, charge here. Nice. All these men are down. Let's run this way. That way they don't get hung up on pathfinding. Good. We got the rear charge in. Run them in forward. And charge. There we go. Bring the cav in. And the final 2 Greek Sacred Band. We're winning this engagement for sure. They don't really have a lot of men left, to be honest. Oh yeah. These Machimoi are getting melted. There they go. Wiped. Wiped. Okay, let's bring this unit up. He's pretty fresh. Bring him on this side street. Let's bring the remaining 3 units of Greek Sacred Band up the center. Actually, hold up. Let's bring this guy up this flank. Yeah, I'll bring him up that flank. The general. Oh, we got a charge. And the remaining chariots are coming. Let's hit them. Boom. Wiped. Go up the side street. Jeez. That chariot needs to go, dude. There we go. Alright. Let's get everybody else in tight formation. Okay. Alright, what do we have? The Ptolemaic garrison and the Machimoi pikemen, the final unit. Alright, well let's go ahead and let our men rest up. They're all exhausted. I'll let them all get fresh. Okay, 2 units are fresh here, and 1 unit is fresh over here, but for some reason these guys were just so exhausted compared to everybody else. They're still very tired. It's crazy, because they all said they were exhausted, but I guess those guys were extra exhausted. I don't know, but let's go ahead and I'm going to do something weird here. I'm going to get my men set up here. Like this. Get them to rush over there. And then I'm going to set up the rest of my men. This. Just like so. Okay, charge. Charge. Yeah. Alright, so the Machimoi are hitting first in the front. I've got both my other units up here. Lined up like so. We're going to hit the Ptolemaic garrison from the rear. Machimoi are already down 40%. Ptolemaic garrison are beginning to engage. Time to rush in. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. We've got them fully encircled. This is beautiful. I mean, we have them fully encircled now. There are 147 Machimoi pikemen left. These guys are fully enveloped now. Look at that, son. I've never actually fought the Ptolemaic garrison before, I don't think. That's a Darthmod exclusive unit. So if you guys haven't seen these guys yet, Darthmod basically gave Egypt the Ptolemaic garrison here, which are pretty much like silver shields from the Seleucid Empire or bronze shields from the Pontic force. But they're really good, high armor, etc. I don't have the stats pulled up. But also, the Darthmod gave Egypt the Ptolemaic cav. So they have cav that are armored almost identical to these guys, but they're cav, which is really cool. Which is a huge improvement to Egypt's cav, because they never really had that good of cav. But the way you build the Ptolemaic garrison or recruit them, or the Ptolemaic cav, is through blacksmith upgrade. So you got to build the armorer to get the Ptolemaic garrison, and then you got to build the foundry in order to get the Ptolemaic cav. So pretty cool. All right, the Machimoi are about to die. Let's go ahead and rush our cav in. Everybody else is exhausted. Should be able to wipe the rest of them out pretty quickly. Lost one cav unit, and there go the rest of the Machimoi. Let's go.
And now they flee.
That is the battle. We've got one little straggler over here somewhere. Yeah. I don't know where you think you're going, buddy. But that ain't flying in my town. Nice. Didn't take that many casualties. Took hardly no tower casualties at all. We have Alexandria. We are definitely going to exterminate that population. Here we go. What are they at? Yeah, they didn't get the final city upgrade, but that's okay. That's okay. What should we do? Shipwright? They have 172. Okay, yeah, no, shipwright would really do anything good. What should we do then? What should we do? I'm going to delete this temple and build the temple to Hephaestus. Jack the tax rate up to max and start building a levy. I'm going to try to max out this temple and retrain all my Greek sacred band. So now we won't need our spy that's in Alexandria, meaning we can just bring our spy down to Ammon, and that spy can hopefully break the gates open for Demetrius here. Let's just go ahead and recruit these Bedouin cav, expand them here. Let's see if I can finally disband some of these freaking rebels, dude. Can't afford that? I have 22,000, and I can't afford to disband some Eastern infantry and peasants. What? I captured the Wonder, though. Pharos at Alexandria. That's that lighthouse there. Yep. Oh, yeah. So then that means all of our cities now have 20% Wonder bonus. Let's go. That'll help out all the public order. Well, actually, hold up. Yeah, let's see what it did here. Up to 50%, dude. That's 20% every turn. It goes down 5%, and then it caps at 5%, I think. And it's permanent 5% after that. But yeah, everything's plus 20 right now, which is going to put Sebastia green and definitely Coteus green. So yeah, now every single settlement I own will be green next turn. That is insane. Yeah, so now we have to send this army over, and I think it's the last army that I haven't moved yet. Let's hit this Greek fleet on the way.
Yes, Captain.
There we go. And we can make it next turn to drop off our army at Cadonia. Nice. Let's go. Let's retrain up our fleet here at Rhodes. Perfect. All right. Well, Pontus has 3 settlements left. Armenia has been conquered. Egypt has 3 settlements left. They've got Cyrene, Plinus, and Ammon. I'll be able to take Ammon in a few turns. And then I might actually just send the remainder of my army over to take these 2 settlements pretty quickly. But other than that, we have the army here and the army here. So we're moving an army under Sphalion here. We're going to be moving him over to Antioch, hire some mercenary Syrian archers in the area, put him into the ships here, send him westward, probably hit Mytilene and Chalcis with him. And then I've got to basically retrain all my army here under Arrhetius and then send him over to Heraclea. And then I've got the army here under Parmenion, my bad. And I'm going to be dropping him off at Cura to take that next turn. I've got Zeuxis here, going to fight this large Syrian army at the beginning of the next part. And then I'll be moving upward north to hit Campus Alani. Y'all ever had the Alani energy drinks? Those are fire. Sending my cav up to Nisa. And then training up more footmen for him. Probably hire some mercenary Syrian horse archers while I'm thinking of it. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll end up hiring 2 more probably. And run 4 Syrian mercenary horse archers, 4 light cav, and then like 6 to 8 phalanx. We've got Alexander here hitting Campus Scythii next turn. That is the furthest city about that I need to go capture. And then I'll have this whole area capped off. So yeah, we are making a lot of progress, folks. We're training up another army in the capital, Seleucia here. Training up Greek Sacred Band. And the first time I've been training Companion Cav in this playthrough. So I'll be making an army with Companion Cav, Greek Sacred Band, and Armored War Elephants here. That's going to be nice. And they'll be under the control of Cassandros there. I'll be moving him westward to join the campaign in Greece. So after I take Cydonia with Agathocles, I'll probably hit Sparta. So yeah, there's that. And then I think that's all my armies as of now. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed up till now. If you have liked this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell so you know when I upload and you don't miss them. If you want to support the channel. And until next part, I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you guys. God bless. Bye.